Brewer firefighters among the many departments across the nation remembering 9/11. Every year they extend their ladder with the American flag draped from it in front of the station. This year was no exception.
The department also houses a steel beam from one of the towers hung prominently in the station alongside a plaque.
A lot of public safety, firefighters, police officers, EMS workers, when the tragic events unfolded that day, they were charging forward to do their best to mitigate what was going on, and they paid the ultimate sacrifice. And we want to make sure that their memories are remembered.
Brewer firefighters were treated to lunch today thanks to Walmart.